Few knew you as private. Many knew you as friend. Others knew you as family. And some knew you as dad. But to us, you were Papa.
Hey Dad, do you remember when you took the riding lawnmower from the house on Klinger? You drove it all the way to Dairy Mart to pick up some bologna, and you called me to tell me that, and then you said, "Is that legal?" Also, do you remember when you used to get stopped on 62 on purpose just to see if the officer that stopped you knew who I was? Because you wanted to tell him that my daughter, she's a sergeant.
Remember when you used to come to my basketball games when you could? And after the game, you'd be so happy and proud of me, regardless of how I played.
Remember during the holidays when I would come through the door and you would always say, "Hey, Chasey," and come give me a hug once you saw me.
Remember when you would look at me, raise your eyebrows, scrunch up your face, smile, and whisper, "Alley cat." You always made sure to kiss me on the cheek and tell me you loved me. P.S. I'll always make sure your car doors are locked, and I'll always be your alley cat. I love you.
Hey Dad, remember all those trips to Cleveland to cheer on the Cavs and the Indians? I'll never forget them. What about all the times I would call you to ask you for your advice, knowing your answer would be the same? Be patient and don't be surprised what God does. You truly lived your life like Mark 12:30 and 31. You loved the Lord with all your heart, and you loved your neighbor as yourself. I love you, I'll miss you, and I'm blessed to have called you my dad. By the way, yes, I have gas in my car.
Dad, remember when I was about 4 years old? I looked at you and I stomped my foot and pointed my finger at the ground and said, "Daddy, I don't want you to go down there." Down there meaning hell, but I didn't want to get in trouble for saying a bad word. The very next Sunday, you came to church with us, gave your heart to Jesus, and from then on, you took me to church every time the doors were open. Thank you for that.
Remember when we went to Geauga Lake for your work picnic and you finally decided to ride a ride? We rode the Texas Twister. I told you you had too much change in your pocket, but you didn't listen. We got to the top, they flipped you upside down, there was dead silence, then the jingling of all your change hitting the ground.
Remember when we used to play poker with change? You were always the mediator when someone got upset, and you never made it a point to be the center of attention. That is, unless you were learning a new tongue twister. I love you, and I will miss you till the day I join you myself.
Remember when you would always be ornery and you would look sideways and raise your eyebrows up and down? Or when you would sit on the porch swing and know something in your heart saying, Pop just knows these things, and they would always come to pass? I truly believe God was speaking through you, and I hope to be a voice of wisdom like you one day.
I will never forget our family breakfast together at Poncho's, everyone gathered around the table, loud commotion, and you asking for a boiling hot cup of water and a tablespoon of coffee. And then as you placed your order, everyone saying in unison, "A nice piece of ham." Thanks, Papa Chuckles, for adopting me into this big, crazy family. My life has not been the same since.
Remember when you got to walk me down the aisle to the man of my dreams? You told me, "I love you, baby. Pop is so proud of you." And you pointed to your cheek, waiting for a kiss. I can't count the number of times you would raise your eyebrows and get a grin that could barely fit on your scruffy red cheeks and point to your face, knowing you were going to get a kiss from your baby.
Remember when we sat on the back porch at Debbie's house and you played all those old songs by Johnny Paycheck and we just sat there and listened to them together Pop Pop, you always had so much to share, whether it be stories, a laugh, wisdom, love. Thank you for sharing. Love you, Pop Pop. Can't wait to see you again.
Remember all the times you'd come halfway up the stairs and poke your head through and call me by my name, Nappy Hair? Or all the times we'd eat ice cream on the porch together? Or how about the times we'd sit in church and you'd pass everybody out some orange Tic Tacs? And how about all the times that you'd come over on Christmas and cook everybody breakfast? I sure do miss those times, but I can't wait to see you with Jesus. Love you, Pop Pop.
These memories are only a glimpse of the ways you influenced us. And even though you may not have realized it when you were here, you impacted each and every one of us in a special way. We can rest easy knowing that you're dancing in heaven along with your buddy Eugene, and you're waiting for us to join you. Thank you for serving our great country and fighting for our freedom. And thank you for all you've taught us and all the love and joy you brought to our lives. We love you, Pop Pop.